Hi, my name is Marina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Mercury retrograde. Let me explain first of all what retrogression of planets is. Every planet goes through solar system and complete the full circle. So as it gets to the normal, as it goes through normal pace, everything as usual, and then it appears to slow down on the naked eye because it gets that curve, and then it appears to go retrograding and that's going backwards on the naked because it's basically doing that. So of course you could see the retro, it looks like it's going backwards at one stage, then it looks like it's going slow again, but really it's traveling down, and then it gets this pace up again. Now, when planets go retrograde, it's a bit like us when we fallen asleep. So as we go through the day, we go fine and alert and active and do our thing. Then we start to feel drowsy and tired. Everything slows down. We're not feeling very active, and then we go into our sleep. And then we start to feel a bit drowsy again, waking up a little bit disorientated, have our coffee or whatever, and then we start gaining the pace up again. Exact the same with planets. Now, every planet rules something in our aspects of our lives. So, Mercury, for instance, rules communication, clarity, technology, travels. So it's very sharp, quick, and very clear planet. Brilliant planet. But when it does goes into drowsy stage, because these are stages when it goes sort of sideways, into retrograde and out of retrograde is the most affected areas. So it's usually a week before it retrogrades and a week into retrogradation, and after it's just a week as it's ending and a week into the normal pace. That's 2 weeks and two. That's when it gets, when you see sort of quite a lot really, or so that's when you have to be even more on the ball of what you do and what you don't do. So Mercury, because it's rules clarity and stuff, obviously that will be very blurred when it retrogrades, because Mercury is further up and it does not affect us as it normally is. So do's and don'ts. Usually it's not what it seems. So postpone any signing contracts, long-term commitments. Like that's definitely it. Don't sign a contract. Don't get married. Don't get a new job. Avoid it. I mean, if you need to get a job, fair enough. They just use it as a stepping stone. Just be prepared that it might not be what it seems and you will leave that job as well. Just use it as a stepping stone if you have to have this job. If you are going to get married, try to choose a time when Mercury is not retrograde and stay engaged for a bit longer, or get engaged instead of getting married. If you're buying a house or a car, I would definitely avoid that, because you have to sign a contract for that and it is a long-term commitment. So avoid any expensive purchases. Electric stuff can get broken during a retrograde. So be prepared for miscommunication as well between your friends and loved ones. Try avoid text as much as possible and try to see each other face to face to explain yourself. Like this video flipping taking me ages to get the right words and I still can't get it. So, and I know it's because Mercury is it's just gone into retrogradation state, so it's just yeah. So avoid any long-term commitments, avoid expensive buys, avoid signing contracts, and avoid any, the hints won't work. I'm telling you this straight now. Say it how it is, and it's better if you say it face to face, because communication also will be affected, or is affected now. So when the Mercury retrograde do's for it, what's good Mercury retrograde is to reflect. Is to reflect on what's been, and if something's broken, it's best not to buy a new one, but to fix the old one that's broken. Now that's really, really, really good time for that. Anything to put things right that were right, that are broken or whatever, it's very favorable time for this, not to buy a new one, but to fix the one that's broken. A reflection time as well, a research time is brilliant. It's like a study time. It's like thinking, right, what, how do it, building up your strategy for when it goes forward. That's the best time for it. you know if you decided to buy a holiday and it looks like a good deal, or tickets to fly somewhere, don't do it when the Mercury retrograde, because what seems to be a good deal, there'll be small print that you've missed, or your circumstances will change and that won't fit anymore. So it's just something, for you to bear in mind as well. So don't do this. Look through the small prints all the time. If you have to do something like this, look through all the corners and secure yourself as much as you possibly can, because boy, you will need that. Make sure you do that. Make sure you, if it's a holiday, it's fully insured. If it's, you read all the small prints, but try nothing long term, and nothing that will cost your arm and a leg, because just to avoid extra discomfort. To be honest with you, don't need that. None of us need it. And as I said, the best time for it is to reflect, research, plan, and fix the things that are broken. Catch up on your family and friends, but face to face. Do not start new relationships again, because what seems to be, oh, he or she looks really lovely, we seems to hit it off. Believe me, it's a false news, because once the retro goes forward and it gains the space again, you will see what you haven't seen before, and it'll be no deal. Deal is off. So that's basically what it is. And we in this stage, well, us from yesterday, 9th of September, to or was it today 10th of September, isn't it? No, 9th of September. 9th of September until 2nd of October, that's the stage to let Mercury sleep. Avoid travels. If you do travel, leave early. Leave early, because delays are, it's eventable. It is going to happen. Trains cancel, they always do anyway. Buses, something happens, and something will happen at home, and it'll make you late on your journey. So leave early, read the small print, and don't commit yourself to anything long term and expensive. That's the golden rules. Look after yourself, do happy researching, happy reflecting, happy fixing things that needs to be fixed. Maybe do your house up, maybe you will leave it behind, clear it, declutter it. That's all favorable. And of course, if you're in a relationship and there's something, going on, unclear, whatever, don't go into too much of a debate, but just let the other person, them, and you love them, and you're there for them, and you'll talk to them later. Happy Mercury retrograde. Take care, guys. Bye bye.